Yes, yes, I know. Oh my God, Megaphonics is back, dude. Megaphonics, away for a week, immediately back, just fucking redder than ever. Okay, has been spamming this link the entire time we were watching the CNN video. Yes, federal prosecutors are investigating whether Mayor Adams conspired with the Turkish government to funnel illegal foreign donations into his campaign, have recently sought information about interaction with 5 other countries. The demand for information related to other countries, Israel, China, Qatar, South Korea, and Uzbekistan, was made in an expansive grand jury subpoenas issued to City Hall in July, the mayor and his campaign. Okay, yes, I know. We've known that he was getting paid allegedly by the Turkish government. I'm shocked that they even asked about. I'm shocked that they're even asking about the Israel stuff, which is surprising because Israel is allowed to do that. Fossabot hates Megaphonics. Yeah, for good reason, bro. Look at this man. He loves spamming. He fucking loves to spam. Why would the Turkish government be paying him? I don't fucking know. So we can say Istanbul, New York is the Istanbul of America. That's why. Jake Tapper apparently walking back his statements about Rashida Tlaib.
I should note that I misspoke yesterday when asking a follow-up of Governor Whitmer, who I asked about this. I was trying to characterize your views of Tlaib's comments. What do you...
That's crazy because Dana Bash didn't do that. She doubled down on it. And I like that Jake Tapper, instead of like apologizing to Rashida Tlaib, is fucking apologizing to Nestle.
What do you make of those today, noting that Congresswoman Tlaib never explicitly said that your bias was because of your religion, and so it's unfair for you to make that allegation? I should note that I misspoke.
That's crazy, man. I mean, this is very, very cynical. This is a very cynical way to operate, where you are basically trying to, like clarify your position as a serious journalist by being like, yeah, this is something that I said that was objectively wrong. Okay. Oh my God, I just realized Lina Khan follows me on Twitter. What the frick? Hold up. Instant DM. Lina Khan did a slot on 60 Minutes. She's dope. This was another John Feder bitch moment. Next guy to say habba.
Fracking. To the point, what do you now like about fracking? You say you're not going to ban it. You support it now.
They're eating dogs. They're eating cats. Again, so, okay. Yes.
That's sick, man. That's really cool. You really did that. You really fucking did that, dude. You handled that so well, King. You handled that so fucking well, dude. Goat. Anyway. Here's one clip of the Khan interview.
He named you as a commissioner, and then he made you chair. So how long after you were named and joined the FTC were you named chair?
It was shortly after I was confirmed by the Senate.
How much after?
I think a matter of hours.
Hours. So you're confirmed and boom, he names you chairman. Wow. You didn't have time to take your coat off, move into your desk. Did you know what was coming? Were you shocked?
I was pretty surprised, but it was a great honor, and we have a really excellent team at the FTC, and it's been just the honor of a lifetime to get to lead such a courageous and talented group of civil servants.
Well, there were already commissioners there, who some had been there for years, and you were very young. I don't know if they saw you as an interloper.
How has Lina Khan avoided scrutiny from the establishment media and politicians? Boring. That's it. Literally, FTC. It's like, I think I think that's what it is. It's just paperwork. Like she is very, I mean, she's utilizing existing law and you know, utilizing paperwork to go after major corporations. With even the mere threat of the FTC coming after them ends up actually creating change. That's it. Good luck explaining to someone why it's like really fucked up that a federal regulatory agency, the federal regulatory agency is like operating in the ways that it's supposed to in terms of like, you know, trust busting. Good luck. That is an incredibly difficult, like Republicans and their hyper focus on culture war unironically has had this devastating impact on their other war that they used to engage in on a regular basis, which was to consistently farm out a new crop of American loyal soldiers that would have the dumbest opinions you've ever heard of, like Amazon has to be a monopoly in order to fucking get me all my free shit, all my cheap shit. Okay? And because of their hyper focus on culture war issues, they completely dropped the ball in many respects and are basically on autopilot in many respects in terms of like all of the other things that they have to constantly do a full court press on in terms of protecting corporate interests. And I think that is how Lina Khan was able to fucking successfully sneak in to the equation and do what she's been doing. I think that's what it is. Because honestly, like if you ask actual executives, if you ask those with real power, including Democratic donors, as a matter of fact. Anyway, if you ask those who are Democratic Party donors, for example, they literally don't want her. They want Kamala Harris to fire her. Okay? They want Kamala Harris to fire her. Oh yeah, the conversation about like this is an incredible one, dude. Like this is such a fun, fantastic fucking story, okay? It is a fantastic story about the power, the awesome power that the federal government still holds in terms of being able to get corporations to do things that they should have been doing without corporate influence. I mean, without government intervention and without government influence. Okay? I've never heard of her before. Is she progressive? I mean, I've sung her praises quite a bit. But yes, she is. She is a incredibly impactful and very progressive force within the Democratic Party, like within the regulatory bodies. She's fantastic. She is phenomenal. Her and the NLRB, if Biden wasn't, I'm not even kidding, if Biden wasn't like Mr. Genocide, I would probably be singing their praises every day from here on out until come November time. If like October 7 did not happen, there were a lot of issues that I have with the Biden administration, especially on immigration. But this is like FTC and the NLRB are two phenomenal ways in which the American government has actually moved the needle in a very positive direction. Yeah, this is the asthma inhalers part. It's fucking nuts, dude. Look at this. Oh my God, it's this conversation, this merger conversation is like them claiming that they have to merge because of competition, because Amazon is like far too large and far too dominant, and Walmart is far too large and far too dominant. It's like, no, they should be broken up too. Okay? Like, what the fuck are we talking about, dude? God damn it. Unless the federal government seizes all of these corporations once they monopolize, and inevitably they will, okay? Unless we nationalize it like that, I'm not in favor of these moves. Inflation makes the prices go up. Inflation dropping doesn't mean prices magically go down. People don't understand. No, there is that element of this. There is that element, except you also have to understand that if inflation is going up, okay, if inflation is going up, your wages are supposed to also go up alongside it. If your wages are not if your wages aren't going up high enough, then inflation is just simply eating away at your fucking wages. That is negative real wage growth, which occurred under the Biden administration. Okay. But beyond that, there are absolutely industries that deserve to have their bubble popped, that deserve to actually experience genuine deflation. Like I 100% committed, firm believer that there has to be deflation in the housing market. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about the devastating impact that it has on the average American who relies on their housing prices consistently going up. Housing prices has to go down, not remain stable as wages catch up. They have to go down. Rent has to go down, okay? For far too long, we've had insane levels of inflation in the cost of housing, the cost of rent, college education, and also pharmaceuticals. These are things that you need in order to survive, okay? And anywhere where there is like inelasticity of any sort in the demand, you have seen these massive fucking price increases. And the government is supposed to intervene. They are supposed to interfere. And they are supposed to regulate these markets. And they completely have dropped the fucking ball, dog. It is ridiculous. It is unconscionable. It should be illegal, okay? It is unacceptable. The real reason why we obviously fucking chirp about inflation now is because another industry that has been relatively stable in its prices also experienced real inflation as a direct consequence of the issues that we talked about. Hold on. Competition will drive prices down. You love this argument at Hasanabi. Yeah, I mean, competition can take many different forms, including the federal government, okay? Listen, I look at what is in front of us. I look at like the amount of change that we can engage in. And yes, I will always advocate for like pre-existing laws that are already in the books because we're not even doing fucking capitalism correctly. So yeah, no, I think that is definitely a decent argument to make in this situation. Oh. I think what I should do is actually shit on her for like in the broadest marketplace, in the broadest like moment in front of the public eye, her demonstrating the pure evil nature of greedy capitalist pharmaceutical corporations because she didn't execute the leadership and immediately seize control over the pharmaceutical corporation and then make it a nationalized product. So, you know, it's really fucked up that she didn't do that and instead actively is communicating after like genuinely taking action, okay? Actively communicating to as broad of an audience as possible that like this is unconscionable shit that like they get away with on a daily fucking basis. Your hypothetical isn't far enough. She needs to abolish commodity production. Yes, I agree.
CEOs say she's biased against them. That Lina Khan picks on winners.
I'm sorry, man. Look, I am not so far removed from the reality or so nihilistic that I'm gonna fucking look at a gift horse in the mouth. Okay, like this is fantastic. This is the application of the theory. Okay, it's like this. If tomorrow the United States of America and our legislative body got together and went, oh my God, we have a thing called the Leahy Law. I totally forgot, guys. Holy shit. What we should do is maybe apply it to our weapons transfers to Israel. And then they stopped it. I wouldn't be like, why are they not prosecuting Benjamin Netanyahu already? Okay, I'd be like, thank you, immediately. I'll be like, thank fucking God. Okay? That's it. That's literally it. Because I understand, unfortunately, what is even remotely acceptable, or what could possibly happen in this circumstance. Obviously, that is a laughable thing. It will never happen. But imagine if it did. In this hypothetical, if that happened, I would be insanely excited, okay? Insanely. I'm not gonna lie, like, maybe they shouldn't be prominently displaying her on 60 Minutes. Like, I don't know. I feel like on the one hand, I think to myself, this is good. Like, I'm glad that she's there. She's doing the work. I'm glad that she's like getting maybe a protective barrier around her in terms of like public pressure. But also on the other hand, I know that like the Democratic Party does not give a fuck about public pressure. I mean, duh, look at Israel. And if there's enough like corporate, if there are enough corporate overlords that go, nah, she got to go, they're going to fucking succumb to said pressure and kick her out. I don't think many people watch 60 Minutes. I mean, this is a pretty big fucking media Okay, remember what I told you about like the Republicans dropping the ball on this sort of stuff because they're hyper focused on the culture war? Here's what I mean. Back in the day, the Republicans would have an immediate retaliation to someone like this. They would be like, they're coming after small businesses. Lina Khan and the FTC wants to fucking, break up your small business. They want to kill you. They want to kill small business owners. It doesn't have to be real. It never is. But Republicans would at least like immediately try to democratize the hurt. Right? Oh, the estate tax, like, ooh, they're going to come after you when you die. They're going to take your Honda Civic. You won't even be able to give that to your fucking child. They have a very good communications platform to take like a policy that does not even touch anyone that isn't on the top of the fucking 1% and make it seem as though the average dickhead living in a fucking trailer park in West Virginia is going to be dominated by big, scary government. They really haven't done that with the FTC, okay? They really haven't done that. Like, they haven't even communicated to a broader market of Republican Party voters and stupid idiots that, like, Lina Khan would destroy their fucking small business that they haven't even launched yet. And I think it's because, one, the Democrats don't necessarily do a lot of propaganda beefing up this aspect of their governance, which they should. And the other reason is because they're too busy fucking talking about Haitians eating cats. Okay? That's it. I think they're like too invested in like trans penises and cat memes to fucking care about this shit, because that stuff requires a lot of time and effort to propagandize and actively make a position that people are angry against. Like school choice, right? There are years and years of Republican propaganda for school choice, when the obvious reason for why school choice is a thing in the is a prominent part of the Republican platform is because, well, a couple different reasons. One, desegregation. Another reason, of course, is teachers' unions, and also early on, like removing the standards of like public education so that people can, not get the adequate education necessary. Oh, brother. Oh, man. Oh, she's stifling innovation. Oh, no, dude. What will your startup do now? Oh, God, we are the startup nation. We are the startup nation, dog. What do you mean? Why won't anybody think of my new innovative way of having vendors that bypass the actual cashier? Okay, I'm thinking of a phenomenal idea. It's like a refrigerator that's locked. Okay, but you can see the product. This way, there is no need for a cash register or a cashier at all. You go up there, okay, and you put your credit card directly on the SquarePay, credit card reader, and then you put the code in, all right? You put the code in, and then whatever product you want that corresponds to that code drops, and you pick it up. I'm calling it Bodega. Okay? Please give me $7 gorillion. I know. This is an innovative new product. Okay? Yeah, that's right. You're talking about a vending machine. Excuse me. Excuse me. This is not a vending machine. This is an innovative new startup that is going to disrupt the entire industry of groceries. Hello? Excuse me. How dare you? That's old think. What I have is new think. Yeah. Oh, this is even better. Yeah. Call it vendor. Yeah. VENDR. And also, I'll have you know, artificial intelligence plays a prominent role. Please. I actually have decided it's now going to be $8 gorillion, not 7, but 8. Please. Next week, they're like, wait, your vending machine systems are actually your vending machine systems that you developed in Indonesia are actually causing actually causing people to get throat cancer. Okay, it turns out that like the mechanism that the machine is using is using like a weird gas. It's emitting a weird gas that like immediately gives throat cancer to people that purchase the product. And it's like, well, you know, I've already exited out of the company, so too late. Can't punish me for it.
Others fear that
I am now an angel investor. It also kind of goes along with what I was talking about in terms of the Republican Party, dropping the ball big time on like developing a pro-corporate sentiment by acting like the FTC poses a serious threat, like a genuine risk to, you know, small business owners or people who want to create a small business at a certain point in their lives. Anyway, so that'll be all for today. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and MBs, we did fucking 8 hours and 30 minutes of nonstop political coverage. Didn't get to gaming, nor did I get to... Okay, everybody calm down. I didn't get to gaming, nor did I actually end up getting to watching the Jubilee video of that one dude, Dean, absolutely fucking cooking conservatives. Seems like there's some exciting stuff there, but tomorrow is another day. You already know, and I'll be back. There was a lot that we needed to talk about. This is my first day back, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, love you all, and I will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place, baby. Peace in the Middle East.